In return, Israel would pause its offensive in Gaza for 5 days. The White House, however, says no such deal has yet been reached. Well, with me now is Shehata from BBC Arabic. Well, given what the White House is saying, how hopeful should we be about the comments made by the Qatari Prime Minister?
I think it's the main player, Qatar, because Qatar hosting the office of Hamas for a few years now, and the meeting with the Foreign Office all the time, so they agree on the details. I think when the Qatari Prime Minister saying that, so he's confident it's in a matter of like days, maybe less than days, to see the truth for 5 days, as it was leaked. Even he said like the leaks in media is not helpful for the agreement, but almost the agreement is there, because he said like only what is left is logistical, practical, minor. So all of that means it's very close, it's there, but it will be seen in the next, I think, in few days, maybe less than few days. So it's a good news to help humanitarian organization to stop like the Israeli bombardment and strikes in Gaza, because the strikes everywhere in south, central, north, and the casualties are getting more and more and more. So I think it's a good news for everyone to rethink again and to see if there is any other efforts can be done to make it longer, to look for ceasefire, look for the two-state solution. So there is many, it can open the door. So it's a small step, but it's very helpful and encouraging for the international community and for the civilian who's suffering every day in Gaza.
And what are those logistical or practical obstacles then that the Qatari officials are referring to?
I think, well, it might be because no one knows. It might be like how many hostages will be released, because like I think Hamas will not release everyone. So because they use them as a bargaining chip with in dealing with Israel. And we remember a long time ago they released only Gilad Shalit for about 1,000 prisoners. So this one, like how many hostages, and on how can they do that? What is the and the truce is for 5 days or more, and how many? So it will be about a number. The days. This will be the main things. To go through what? It will go through Egypt first, and from Egypt they will go through and Qatar will be there, and the Israeli and some international organizations. So this is a logistic, how they transfer them from Hamas areas, because Hamas will not in public will release them. It should be done somewhere through mediators, through Qatar, whatever. So the logistics about how many hostages on how many days will be the truce is 5 days or more, and how the swap will happen. Because I think even besides the truce, Hamas asking for some swap for prisoners of Palestinian and Israeli prisoners. So this is the obstacle I think they are talking about.
And of course, 5 days or however many days the truce will be is very different from a full ceasefire, which is what a lot of aid agencies have said is required. Do you think that there is the same amount of scope for helping the humanitarian situation in Gaza on the ground with just this limited truce?
I think it is a small step. I think the ceasefire is the call by WHO, by UNRWA, by United Nations, by the Arab countries, everyone asking, but Israel refusing that, American supporting Israel. As far as Israel saying that, so there is no enough pressure to make Israel change their mind. The only thing can change the Israeli mind, maybe the pressure from inside Israel, from two aspects. The first one is the people who have hostages held in Hamas. Another thing about the economy, because the report is saying if the war carries on for more than 3 months, it will be a collapse for the Israeli economy. So I think these are two main factors to put pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu to change his mind for a ceasefire. Otherwise, I think it will be some temporary truces. But the ceasefire, as a full ceasefire, I think I can see that in the near future.
Well, Saeed, thank you. That's Shehata from BBC Arabic. And it's quite interesting what Saeed was referring to there, because that is the subject of what I spoke to Justin Crump about. He's the CEO and founder of Sibylline, an intelligence consultancy. And I asked him if there would be anything that would make the Israelis change their mind over a ceasefire in Gaza.